Yo, brother, it's time for us to start talking the real, man. We've been sugarcoating too much. We've got to start calling everything out for what it is.
Hey guys, I'm here with my S22. I was recently looking at my ride logbook and I saw that I have not ridden this wheel for about 2 months. Unfortunately, well, I have a lot of other wheels and I've been getting a lot of test wheels in, which is just keeping me from riding some of my wheels. But I did actually ride this wheel last week for 20 to 30 miles and I had a blast with it. It really reminded me how great of a wheel this is. I've had no problems other than the sticky sliders, which I've kind of fixed, but I have an even bigger fix coming up for those. But other than that, I've had no problems with the wheel, and it's just a fun wheel to ride. It handles beautifully. I love the tire on it. I was jumping off every curve I can find. Anything I could find, I was just riding off it instead of taking the easier route. It's a really nice wheel. Now I've done some upgrades to it. I installed the E-Rides spiked pedals, which I absolutely love. We don't have too many options for pedals for this Kingsong pedal hanger design. I installed my own fairing system, which provides more real estate so I can install my own pads. The pads I put on this wheel are printed from Melody. Thanks again, Melody, for making these for me. Appreciate it. But today I'm going to upgrade the power pads to something I think I'm going to really like. I think you might enjoy seeing them too, and you might have an idea where they're coming from. I wanted to just give you a little closer look at my fairing system, which I'm not sure if I put a video out on this before. I don't think I have, but I just used some 1/4 inch high quality plywood and painted it black for some weatherproofing, and it's installed on the side of the battery packs with Velcro, so I can remove it, though fortunately any kind of maintenance you want to do on this wheel other than the battery packs, you don't have to remove the fairings, which is nice. Put Velcro on the sides, and it's been holding up nicely. I'm really happy with this design. It gives me lots of surface area to put the pads. Afiz from E-Rides sent me these, which I really appreciate. Afiz, if you're watching this, thanks again. Now, I requested red to go with the color scheme, of course, on the S22, since these are going to be dedicated to my S22. So they all come in little bags. Nice. Comes with charging cables. I'll show you a little bit more about that in a moment. 2 of those. And Velcro. This would be the Velcro that you put on the side of your wheel. Always put the soft stuff on your wheel. And of course these have Velcro pre-installed, which is really nice. You should never have to install your own Velcro anymore on your power pads when you buy them. Okay, let's take a closer look at these. Now, these are definitely a stiff foam. I would say they're comparable to the foam that comes on the power pads with the S22, or the pads that come with the big old wheels. So definitely not a soft foam, but feels like would stand up to a lot of abuse. Branded. Now these are the back, the braking pads, and then this would be the front pads. Now of course you can see that they have LEDs, which I think is kind of fun. Goes through a few cycles. I think that's probably what I'll use when I turn these on. You never have too many lights at night, that's why I say. Now it's cool with these, you don't have to pop them out to charge them. Just flip that open. Of course, that's what these charging cables are for. They're the micro USB. Of course, we all have a million of these cables around now. I wouldn't want to take the pad off to charge it, so I just use one of my power banks to charge these guys up. Imagine they last for quite a while. The brake pads have also LEDs. So there, and that's the mode I would use. So that's cool. Of course, that's facing behind you. And these are attached with Velcro. And of course, there is a charging port there too. So very cool. These go by the name of Agro pads. I think that's how you pronounce it. And of course, there'll be a link in the description if you want to get yourself a set. Now, as of early April 2023, the exchange rate puts these at about $120, which is comparable to the competition. Now, one thing I want to point out on these relative to all other pads is they are huge. I believe these are the biggest pads that you can currently buy in terms of, I guess you'd call it depth, or depth sticking out from the side of the wheel. These are at the base about 3 1/8 of an inch wide. Huge. I have the Clark Titans, which I think are the largest pads they make, and they're a little bit under 3 inches. And I have the Grizzly flow pads, the large size, and they're also a bit under 3 inches. Of course, I don't have all pads ever made, but I think these might be the biggest ones you can buy. So if you like aggressive pads, which I personally do, these are the ones to get. Let me show you again. The back pad. I really like how these look, the texture on them. Now these are called the V2. I don't know what they have a version 1, which are slightly cheaper. They look pretty much the same to me, except the version 1s don't have too much Velcro. The version 1s I don't believe have this light in the front. I'm not sure what other difference there is, but I like them. Well, guys, what do you think? I think these look great. I really love how far they stick out. Very aggressive power pads. I feel like they're going to really hold me in on this S22, because I really want to do more fun stuff like jumping. I can drop a lot, but drop off stuff. But I got to get Roger's help. He's got to help train me how to do not Mike Leahy type jumps, but just be able to jump up over curves. For some reason I just don't have a good technique for getting that done, and if anything, these pads will certainly help. All right, again, big shout out to Afis at E-Rides for sending me these. I really appreciate it. I get a lot of, fortunately I have an opportunity to get a lot of products that are given to me for review, and I tend to like a lot of different stuff. And if I don't like something, you're basically not going to see a video from me, because I don't like to put down products, particularly products made by people in a small EUC community. I'd like to encourage people to develop products and create stuff for us, right? We don't exactly represent a huge market. So if I don't like something, I'm just not going to put out a video about it. But if you see a video from me on a particular product, that means I like it, and I like the opportunity to show you guys what's available out there, and hopefully you gain something from it. All right, until next time, guys, safe riding.